I'm Mark Hawks. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming such far places away. We are grateful to have you. Everybody got a place to sleep tonight? Because I got extra beds in the Hawk nest. I'm an empty nester, join I now, so we got a lot of. Everybody good? Any needs? Just get this over with. Okay, we'll get started. I want to just let you know, and Mason, you can show my slides, please. If you're not hooked up, there's options here for you, Eduroam, or just use your DSU login and password, and that'll get you in. Lots of stuff going on this week. What a busy week. We've talked about it. We're so excited for everything that happens this week, but let's start it with some introductions, if I may. Oh, everybody sign in for class? Yeah, okay, good. And it was on the phone board and everything. Every session will have a QR code for you. You're in class, right? CSC 890. Ask you to jump in on class, and this will help us keep track and stuff, and engage you later in some of this content for the class. I would ask these folks if they would stand, please, very quickly. The chairs of these doctoral programs, Dr. Ham, he might be in class. Is he here? I saw Kyle. Kyle's back there. Wave your hand. Dr. Cronin is here, cyber defense. Dr. O'Brien, he might be in class, computer science. And of course, David Zhang, who is across the street, information systems. Many of their faculty make incredible contributions to our programs. Our graduate office staff, I think a few of them are here, and they are your connection to everything DSU. You know them, you've worked with them. Brianna May, raise your hand, she's in back. She's cyber defense. Abby Chowney, she is, oh, listen to that applause, you guys. Oh, stop. Oh my good. I have to share an office with these guys. Stop, now they're just gonna, say, Mark, where's your applause? I didn't get one. Eve's not here, cannot join us here, and Sam, our administrative assistant, is not here. She does so much for us. We get to hear from these folks here in just a moment, but I'd like to introduce to you the president of Dakota State University. Can I say outgoing? The outgoing, and she'll be leaving here by the end of the year, President Jose Marie Griffiths. We're so grateful to have her. We're grateful to have her influence on our doctoral programs here for a decade. It's been extraordinary. Our provost and senior academic vice president, Dr. Hoy, is here to say hi. And of course, your dean, your other dean maybe, Dr. Bell, Dean Bell, that was here. Oh, there she is right there, right in front of me. Thank you, thank you. I would like to invite these leaders and influencers to say hello. Dr. Bell, Dr. Hoy, President Griffiths.
Good morning. It's really great to have you on campus. As you look at that photo, the first thing you might notice is that I cut off all my hair, and maybe you didn't notice that, but I did. So it is really, really great to have you here. It is not very often that you get to be a student in a program and you have two deans, but you have two deans. It's a little bit, we overlap, we absolutely support each other. For the most part, generally if you think of a Venn diagram, he has the student, you, the management of the students, and then I have the faculty and the curriculum, generally speaking. So who do you go for whenever you have an issue? You absolutely go to his office, but sometimes, depending on what it is, you might end up talking to me as well. You have us both. We're here to support you, and we're just really, really excited to have you here on campus this week. I want to just give a little bit of my background, and then we will, I want to also introduce some of the faculty that are here today. So for me, my background is military, so I come from Department of Defense. Now, if you will, depending on what circles you're working in or interacting with, it might be Department of War, depends who, what's Congress says it or Department of War says it. That's a whole different conversation, but I come from that background. So Army aviator with a specialty in intelligence. My background is in that field very, very much. I offer this that if there's, I don't have time to chair dissertations, but if there's a fit on your topic to be a committee member, I'm absolutely glad to do that. We just did one that he just finished and graduated, and his dissertation was exactly in my expertise area, which was how do you integrate, Dave Schrader, if you know him, how do you integrate National Guard forces into the National Cyber Mission? So that was a really neat collaboration that we were able to do that. Really, Cody, who is not here, Cody Weller was his chair, but so that's my background. I am just, again, really excited to have you on campus. What I'd like to do is have all of the Beacon faculty to please stand up. So thank you so much for being here. There's obviously significantly more faculty. They're in class, working and teaching right now. So just really great. Kyle, again, you know. Mike, obviously, cyber ops, doing that program as well. So then we have Jehen Kabi, and I don't know how many of you have had classes with her. Just incredible expertise. We're so thankful to have her. Chad Fenner is here as well. So again, I know they are chairing dissertations, but if we're gonna do better, so if you're in their dissertation phase and already have your committee, that's great, but if not, we want to make sure you can put some faces to some names. So Chad Finner, Yusuf Harath, so thank you so much for being here. Sam Flint here, again, all assistant or associate professors is where they all fall, and then Ahmad Al-Hamari, whose name I really will never be able to say exactly correct. So thank you for your grace in the most American way that I can possibly say it. I don't think I missed any of the faculty who are here today, but I do also want to have Melinda stand up. So Melinda is one of you. She is here as a candidate, but she was just hired full-time to become a Beacon faculty member. So welcome to Melinda. Really excited to have her on board. Oh, and Stephen Gerges, thank you so much, who is also one of our faculty, thank you. I'm like Mark, like I'm looking out and not looking right in front of me. So Stephen, thank you, it's really great to have you on campus. He's a remote faculty, but it's really great to have him on campus, so that's really great. And for that, I just thank you again. We're excited to see you. You're gonna see me a lot. I'm gonna try to be in different sessions. I will quickly say, Dean Hawks is gonna mention it, but we have a big signing ceremony that you've probably figured out. We'll talk more about what that means with the Seoul Media Institute of Technology. Due to transportation problems, they're running a little bit late. They wanted to be here, but they'll be coming in a little bit, and then immediately following this, we'll do a quick reset, and then we're gonna have that signing ceremony. So if you see them coming in later, here in about 30 minutes or so. And so with that, over to Provost Toy.
Good morning. Well, it is so good to see your faces on campus. We see you online, but it is so much better to see you here in our space. I don't need to take a lot of your time. When you're here, I always reflect on, of course, my own experience. And like you, I was also working full-time, had 4 kids, finished a doctoral program. It is so, so hard. I know how hard this is. So I want to leave you with 3 words of wisdom. And if you've heard me talk before, they're the same words every time because they're true. The first thing that I would recommend to you while you're here is to, as much as you can, put your phone down. Because everybody at work, they want your time. And if you let them, they're going to pull all of your attention back to your job, and you'll end up on your phone. But you took time off of work, you came all this way, you made it to Madison, and for this little space of time, you get to be surrounded by people who are very much like you, going through an experience that is very much similar to what you're going through. So if you can, unplug as much as you can. Work can wait, this can't wait. You can't recreate this experience. So even though they're really gonna want you to answer that question that only you can answer, they put them in timeout for a little bit and enjoy your experience. The second thing I'd recommend to you, as much as you can, is to trust the process. I know sometimes this feels like hoops. You're just jumping through hoops. You're like, I sent you this paper and I corrected it like you said. Just tell me what you want and I will give you what you want because I just want this to get done. But your faculty, 100% have your best interest at heart. I know them. They have no interest in delaying your progress. They want you to finish too, but they want that final product to be exemplary. They want you to be proud of it. They want other people to read it and to trust it. So even though it can feel like hoops, what you're going to end up with is so much better than you could even imagine. So trust the process. The last piece of advice that I have for you, and I'm saying this as perhaps a fellow perfectionist type a person, and what I want is for everything to be perfect. But perfectionism isn't going to get this done. So the very best dissertation that you could write is the one that you finish. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to get done. And with that, again, thank you so much for coming to campus. It is a pleasure to see you. I can't wait to see you around in the bookstore, walking around with your coffees. It's a pleasure to have you here. And with that, I'd love to welcome to the stage our future chancellor. She is stepping down from her presidential role after 10 years in that seat, and she's moving into the role of chancellor, where she will be an amazing ambassador for the university. So with that, President Griffiths.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. This is a week we all look forward to. In some ways, it's a week we dread. We've just had spring break, so everything was sort of quiet, but it wasn't quiet because we were getting ready for you coming. And then we have a few other things thrown into the mix, like a Final Four in basketball yesterday. We might have been running off tonight, having to change some of those activities. That doesn't impact you, but it impacts everybody else in the room who's been getting ready for you. But it is a wonderful week for us. A lot of things are going on, and we get to meet you. You get to meet us. We get to see research. We get to talk about research. We get to have the poster session, and we have various people coming in to speak to us. So it's a great opportunity to really function as a community of scholars. So that's my pleasure to welcome you here on campus and share this time together as, I say, a community of scholars. That's what we are, and that's what we want you to feel while you're here. This residency week has been going on for, 11 years by now? 10 or 11? You started it, I think, about 10 years. So it's a major milestone in your doctoral journey. It offers you a chance, as the provost said, to step away from your routine studies, but also from work, also a little bit from family, so you've got some time away. And then you can engage much more deeply with your research, your ideas. You can share with each other. There's nothing better than sharing with other people who might have a perspective or can sort of bring you down to ground, right? You might have ideas up here and you say, is this realistic? And they can bring you down to the ground. And then broader questions that shape your field. And if anything is changing rapidly, it is the fields that you're studying: computer science, cyber offense, cyber defense, information systems. And we hope next year we'll be adding artificial intelligence as a doctoral study. It's changing rapidly. It's changing organizations. Organizations are trying to develop their strategy and think about what to do and how to do, and it's moving quickly. So that for you is a challenge for all of us, but it's particularly a challenge for you, I think. This is time to refine your thinking, seek feedback, and challenge yourselves as you move forward in your academic and professional pursuits. I know some of you will be defending topics, some will be defending your actual dissertations, so we wish you well. We know they'll go well. But you are in a group of people, you're in a community that wants to support you and wants to see you succeed. So I have every faith that you will succeed in every defense you go through. I do encourage you to take full advantage of your time on campus, engage with faculty. They will learn from one another's perspectives and experiences, and the relationships you build during this week, I think, will be sustained well beyond your immediate time connecting with DSU. So we hope that in this day and age, people who come to DSU, people who come here and catch the spirit of DSU, if you like, as a community, will take that away, but you can continue to interact and intersect. And some of my longest term friends are people who were in doctoral programs, maybe parallel doctoral programs, but nevertheless, we were doctoral students at the same time. Your work matters, not only within your discipline, but in addressing these very complex challenges that face our world. And so we thank you for the dedication and curiosity that you bring to your work. and I wish you a meaningful and engaging residency experience. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you, President Griffiths, Dr. Hoy, Dr. Bell. Grateful for your thoughts. It goes without mentioning that it was at no small endeavor that we removed the snow from campus. You're enjoying the best of weather that we can offer. Thank you very much. Mason, could I have you turn my slides for us, please? Thanks. We even think that maybe even tomorrow you'll be able to go to the lake, a couple miles west here, take a loop, a brisk walk around the lake, ice fishing. Kyle, yay, nay on the ice fishing right now. Put on a life jacket. Kyle's fish camp is not parked on the ice, so I'm taking it. Ice fishing season is kind of over, so we're good there. Now's our time to kind of learn a little about you. Can we? So I have a couple questions for you, and I want to see what you're doing. Now, who among you has been to the most residencies? I know Michael Ham, Dr. Ham is back there. Welcome him. It's not faculty, it's just students. Sorry. Who has been to 3? Raise your hands. All right. Who has been to 4? Raise your hands. 4. Who has been to? There's 2. Just a sec. We got 2. Who's been to 5? Robert has been to 5. He defends this week. Final defense, so we praise him. Good. Okay, who came from the smallest town? And that's not the town you were born in, it's the town you now live in. Anyone under 100,000? Under 50,000? Under 20,000? Under 10,000? Under 5,000? 5,000, what's it? Tell us your name, please. Will you stand just really quickly?
Mark Bailey. I came here from Wisconsin, Alabama, about 2,500.
Very nice. Is that near Huntsville? Oh, Montgomery. Super. Great to have you. Thank you. Who has visited the Madison Sale Barn? Our kind of, don't stop. Mike has. Right. The auction, the cattle auction. I'm from the West. I'm from Idaho. It's the auction yard there. Just a little lesson in upper Midwest vernacular. A sale barn is the farm animal auction. And it's just a little bit on the east of town, but it is closed now and it has another purpose. I thought you might want to go there and engage your olfactory senses in true Midwest Americana. Just some thoughts. Who came from farthest away? Always our fun question. Who came from farthest away? I think last year's winner came from Bahrain, which is, well, maybe we'll beat that. No? So who came from more than 5,000 overseas? Anyone? 2,000 miles. More than 2,000 miles, maybe on the East Coast? Hawaii. Oh, okay, well, I guess now we have to get down to brass tacks. Are you both from Honolulu? Okay, whose home is farthest away from the airport? Well, no. We all have more. Oh, Abby's giving away 2 prizes, so okay, that's good. You get metal straws, reusable straws. Super. Hawaii, a round of applause for those gentlemen. Grateful, thank you to have you. Thank you for the warm weather you brought. Appreciate that. Who is our newest doctoral student? Brand new. So who's been in the program less than a year? Was admitted fall 2024-5. How about spring admit? So you were admitted, 3 of you, good. How do we do this, Abby? The latest one to register, I don't want to reinforce that, but the earliest to register, who had a registration all done by the 1st of January, by the 1st of December? Oh, there's our man right there. All right. Will you please introduce yourself?
My name is Sean Dix, first year, came from Florida.
Super Sean, cyber ops? cyber defense. And since you had a close tie, can you introduce your new friend?
I'm sorry?
Since you had a close tie, could you introduce your new friend? Who was it? Both of you? Yeah, you, right.
Yeah. We actually, this is John Casey Bell. Let him introduce himself. We used to work together. We've now split different companies, different parts of the country, but we decided to do this together.
Super. John? Thanks. Great to have you. Tyler? Will you introduce yourself? You started in January 2. Invite you to introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Tyler Schroeder, brand new in the data privacy cyber defense program, and I'm happy to be here. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Thanks, Tyler. Great to have you. Super. Oh, did you go to the Lady T's? Yeah, that was great. A couple of us watched it. I thought they'd. Oh, thank you. Yes, appreciate that. Our shuttle master, Brianna May, very grateful for. Here's a fun one. If your dissertation chair were a fictional character, who would they be? Most creative wins. Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, mysterious but wise. Yoda, who would they be? Those of you with chairs, who would they be and maybe why? Maybe why? John, who is your chair personified?
I would say Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Oh, Star Wars, right? So, why? Oh, just let's go ahead and name. That's not it. That's a good. Who's your chair?
Dr. Ingram.
So Pat Ingebretson saw him wandering around up there. And, why?
It's helped me with applying good rigor and application of principles towards the methodology section of my dissertation.
Awesome. Round of applause for the gentleman who's not here. Anybody else want to take a try at that? My dissertation chair is yes.
I would have to say Neo from the Matrix. Kind of self-explanatory.
That is awesome. Great job. Good job. Anyone else? I love this. My dissertation chair is because Melinda? Oh, Marquez. And I haven't seen these maybe in class. Yoda, wise and all-knowing. Wise, reflective. That's good. He's pretty new father. That'll be good for him. Patient. But he's not 900 years old, right? No. So, okay. So all right. Good. That's a good one. Thank you. I think. Let's say John, because he was first to go. Super, one or two more questions. Who has the shortest dissertation title? This is the last one. Do you want to know? I know. I counted. It's Walt, Software Vulnerabilities and AI Code Generation. Last year was Eric. Eric's due tomorrow. He has a 5-word title, but he got the award last year. And then he canceled dissertation. He had a proposal, but good. Walt, congratulations, you win the prize. Okay. She has got a back. Oh, that shirt.
This is a medium-sized shirt.
As a medium-sized shirt, what would you like? Well, I typed this shirt from organizers help day. This one or a tote bag or a backpack string bag. Yeah, I'm looking at your biceps and I'm thinking, probably is, probably. Thank you, Vanna Chowning. Appreciate that. I'm grateful. A little bit as we close out our opening session here. Why a doctoral residency? And I'm going to open a little can of worms here. What's your opinion? Who's smarter, a cat or a dog? What do you think? Cat, raise your hand. Any cats? Cat people, because they take care of themselves, right? They cover their remains. somewhat. They make you take care of them. Who says dog? Okay, now, okay, this is not going to do. You are either cat or dog, and you cannot sit on the fence. And I haven't even begun to tell you that in my class, people who sit on the back row have big targets on their back. So if I'm in a session, you know I'm going to single in on you. So cats, smartest animal, cats, everybody for dogs. I think dogs has got the vote. Vote, right? Oh, who can refuse a cat or a dog? Dogs are known to have about 500,000 neural cells in their brain. Cats about 250,000. But it's not the cells, it's the networks, right? It's the myelination over networks that creates that network and system. So why would society consider dogs smarter? Anyone? Louder? They're loyal, yes. How do they become loyal? What about dogs makes them, they're trainable, good, yes, more. One of my cats was trained to jump on my little boy every time he rounded a certain corner. We both laughed hilariously, cat and I, sneak attack. So. The cat trains you, yeah. Okay, there's a great argument for the cat trains you. Dogs, cats grew up in packs. They learned to socialize with each other. They communicated. And then, because of the domesticated abilities, they became companions to humans, which elevated their ability to interact, to grow, to thrive and survive. And they've remained that way. The little story in this is that collaboration, that interaction, that ability to socialize makes them unquestionably smarter. And that's why you're here today, you're here today to collaborate, to elevate your thinking around with people who are like-minded, people who think about things in different ways, on different topics, in creative ways. Our faculty, each other, and other guests that we'll have this week. So, as Dr. Hoy suggested, engage, be a part of the conversations. And I've asked each dissertation chair, when they open the chair session, to point out a few key things for each of our visitors, each of you, that's relevant for that dissertation. How was a problem creatively addressed? What was the problem? How did it emerge? And how did it impact the work that was done? That is the methodology, the how, the epistemology. How is it framed? How do we know what we know? How do we make sense of that? And what parts contribute? Is it opinion? Is it conjecture? Is it observation? Is it empirical research? Or the ontology of things, the relationship of all things? Especially this will emerge in AI research. How does creativity emerge? How do you answer a question in a new and novel way that may shed light on a problem that has not been shed before? And so research is a creative endeavor. It is exceptionally creative, as some of the great masters in that respect. And ask questions. Ask questions of your colleagues, of your peers. In sessions, we'll always have time for you to ask questions. All right, this week, just a moment. What will you do this week? You'll attend a session of your choice when you have concurrent sessions. So you've seen on the agenda that we often have 2 sessions planned at similar times. Choose one, be it one. On some occasions, we have 1 session planned to be at that session. All of our sessions held at the West Campus down in the TCB, the Thunheim Classroom Building, are Mad Labs. And we do have a session this morning after our signing with our guests from Smith University in this building, your academic home, so to speak. We have some process sessions. Besides dissertation, proposal, and final defenses, we talk about the process of pulling things together and what professionals in our domains do. This session about academic authorship, contributorship, and collaboration, a few of you have been to. I asked Dr. Notaboom and Dr. Bendix to address this again. And this is part of the collaboration is we require you to move your work out into broader field through jury resources so that others can use it, build on it, critique it, and your committee is there to help you with that. And how to honor their contributions and how to follow that is the topic of this session. Kyle and Mike tomorrow morning have sessions that are programmatically focused. They'll talk about comps. Kyle, a word about that session.
Your favorite session of the whole meeting. I'm very confident to learn about the trials, the comps, but no, we'll visit about that. I know everyone's anxiety level for comps is usually about a 12 out of 10, and then like 99.9% of the time when everyone's done with comps, the reaction is like, and I'm not saying this is a statistic, that was kind of fun. But that's usually the reaction that we get, so we'll talk about the process and whatnot and what all that entails.
Thanks, Kyle. Got any questions for Dr. Cronin? There'll be plenty of time. He'll be accessible. He'll be around. And Dr. Ham, who's always here, available to you. Oh, one more session. Mike and I will do a process. We just rewrote our dissertation development standards, guidelines, of a new process for printing, binding, and archiving your work. And so, we have a session this afternoon. Mike, your comments?
Yeah, so we looked at all the dissertation standards and guidelines that we set forth. We know that the dissertation is kind of a scary process, so we're kind of used to the measurable targets and hits and milestones. So all good things.
Yep, we'll try to do our best. Thanks, Mike. And we have some hosted events which we need you to be at. We need you to come enjoy the conversation, enjoy the experiences. Those are on the agenda. I highlight those. I won't go through them. But a colleague, Rod Rickenbach, our first PhD, our degree nomenclature was Doctor of Science, previous to several years ago. And he waited a semester or two to graduate so he could have a PhD, which we regard as very similar, but as more recognizable. This afternoon, we have a luncheon north at the Dakota Prairie Playhouse. Professor Choi is here. Professor Choi, I welcome you. He's in the back from Smith University. Welcome him. And of course, and we'll hear more from them. President Han invites you to stand up from Smith University. Grateful to have you. Thank you so much. We're going to hear more from you, collaborators, colleagues in the work we'll do in cyber. Two of our faculty, two that maybe you may not, they've only joined us in the last couple years. Dr. Mahmoud Abid has been here. He will speak to us on his research, and Dr. Fenner, oh, there's Chad right there, you're trying to hide. He will discuss some of his ongoing research. We'd like you to know what they do. We'd like you to connect. We'd like to have you understand who among our faculty can assist you in your research work. So every residency, we invite a couple of our faculty researchers to introduce their research as a means for you to know them, how they can help you, the type of research they do, their methodological inclination, and be part of your team. I will also add that on Thursday afternoon, we have a research guest speaker, which is part of the research event held in this room, and we have that on your schedule and encourage you to stay. Now, there's a session we have every residency that invites new and emerging dissertation students to come to these kind of guided discussion events. And Dr. Kaabi and Dr. Soundy, I don't think St. George is here, but they're going to lead these sections. Do you need to have submitted to me a paragraph of your dissertation? No, but a few of you have. I'll pass those on. Can you come and just listen? Yes, please do. I'll have other sessions. Even if you have a couple ideas, email those to me or come and throw your question out. Talk a little bit more about that tomorrow and organize this a little better. But if you have topics, please let me know. If you're new, I would encourage you to maybe take the campus tour. Wednesday afternoon, our host from Enrollment Services will give you a quick tour of campus, a little bit of this building, other buildings on our campus. Become familiar with your home, your university. We'd love for you to do that. When we're not scheduled in a special event, like this afternoon's lunch or tomorrow evening's dinner sponsored by Advancement, you're on your own to eat. And so here are a couple of my favorite places. No, I do not receive a benefit by promoting them, but they are within walking distance. Just a couple blocks south, 3 or 4, you can get there and back in an hour and 15, easily in an hour. And these are some of the places. A few of you have been to Galen's Popcorn. They serve sandwiches and the most delicious kind of popcorn, cookies and cream popcorn. My favorite, my gift giving. Abby, what's yours? Favorite popcorn? Cheese blend. Try that. Remarkable. South Dakota exclusively. Or you may choose to dine here in our services. Just across the street is the Trojan Center, which has our dining area, the marketplace, or the queue just inside the east doors, which you'll find gets more sandwich fare, Mediterranean salad fare. Finally, just a few logistics. If you have luggage, you can keep it in the graduate office in the TCB on the west side of campus. Most of our events are there, so you can feel pretty safe keeping your things there and shuttling back and forth. Most of the events are also in the Trojan Tumenheim building where the graduate office is and the Mad Labs just right next to it. 1 or 2 sessions in the library, which they have kindly consented to host. If you need a ride to and from the hotel, Brianna May, is Brianna still here? She organizes. If not, have a friend, I'll give you the keys to my pickup. 4-wheel to your heart's content. But make yourself at home. We're here to help you and get you to where you need to be. If you have any questions or concerns, my cell phone number is there. Please feel free to call me. I'll help you immediately. All right, so that's an orientation to our session. We're going to break, but I invite your questions first. Process. Where do I find this? How do I do this? Any questions? What?
Question with etiquette, just because I'm the first time I don't know. Sometimes I hear you refer to people as doctor this, and sometimes by their first names. Is it more appropriate for us to use doctor until we become doctors, or what is the etiquette there?
The funny thing about what each of us prefer to be called. You can call me Mark. Call everybody else doctor, because I don't know how they feel. So yeah, you hear me call them by their first names. I've known them. I've known some of them since they were students. We are colleagues, but you may not feel comfortable doing that. International students call me Professor Mark. The local South Dakota kids call me Mark, and they're 18, and we're cool. We're buddies. You know, that's great, and I enjoy that. Many of them have gone to high school, and they've known me their entire life. But I'm just going to let you go, and I'm not sure that a faculty will insist. And if they do, I've got a word for them. But anyway, I won't use that word. Abby? Thanks. Any other questions? Is there another question? Thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining us. I hope your week is a wonderful, engaging week. And with that, we'll conclude. We ask you to stay. We have a special event here, but we have a little transition while we take a few minutes. Thank you very much.